Alright, so let's start heading over to Gostovia now. And while we're here, I'm going to grab some more reeds. Just because. I know we're going to need a lot once we start building. Alright, so we are heading back into town to talk to Unigast. There you are. Unigast, hello, I've talked with Sambor. He's a real sweetheart, isn't he? The sweetest, like a jar of honey. That's Sambor for you. I see. Did he tell you... Oh, he did tell me about my uncle, though. The story about the Lord of the Orchards. He has some unexpectedly good storytelling skills, doesn't he? Yes, he really does. I was downright astonished by that. One time, I swear he went for over a year without speaking a single word. But when we were sitting by the fire, he remembered some anecdote, laughed out loud, and began his tale. He went from a total mute to the master of ceremonies. The narrative was so gripping, it was hard not to listen. He even did voices, but after finishing, he became silent again. I've never fully understood that side of him. A theater genius trapped in the body of a bear wrestler. He actually asked me to give you something. Really, and what is that? A knuckle sandwich. Yeah, that sounds exactly like Sambor. So, are you going to deliver? Do you want me to? Oh, sure, I love people punching me in the face. Around the valley, I'm known for it. Would you be so kind and do it for free, though? I'm all out of my being punched in the face budget. Okay, you're joking. I started worrying there for a second. Don't. Sambor just likes to say crap like that. But if he asks, I'll tell him you knocked me out cold. Just out of curiosity, what did Sambor tell you about him becoming part of the pack? Well, he said that you were looking for the best to recruit, and that he was an obvious choice. Yeah, that seems like something he would say. Isn't that the truth? It's not a pleasant memory, but I believe you deserve to know the whole story. Oh boy, we've got another story here. We didn't recruit him. Well, I guess we did. Lorden did. But that wasn't a matter of choice. When Lorden and I started to follow his mission together, we were rather successful. Everything was going smoothly, too. Too easy. We were doing a lot of good, putting many well-deserved smiles on oppressed faces. That's when we let our guard down. There was a secret guild formed by a few of the higher-ranking knights and barons. We called them the Vendors. A bunch of really heartless bastards. Their most lucrative business was selling and living merchandise. And no, I'm not talking about animals. Please don't say it. Slavery was strictly forbidden in that realm. The Queen was adamant about that. Well, the Vendors had their own set of rules to follow. They caged them like cattle, mostly women and children, forced to fight rats for the poor little rations they were being given in the damp dungeon they were held in. The guild preferred quantity over quality, so they didn't care about diseases and they didn't tend to wounds. I think I'm going to be sick. Sometimes it took them weeks to get the dead out of the cages. Survival of the fittest, or rather outlasting of the least fortunate. It was simply horrible. If you ask me, all the damn guild deserved a cruel and slow death. But that wasn't how we operated. Lorden made it very clear from day one, we were never to take a life. That was the most important of rules. Anyway, we managed to get everyone out. The carriage is full of broken people. Even the horses kept their heads low, mourning. The despair in the air was even more poisonous than the stench of the rotting flesh. And in all that, we forgot to make ourselves safe as well. The mercenaries caught us and brought to the torture chamber. Yeah, this gruesome place had an even worse room hidden inside. Unbelievable. The Vendors weren't in their patient mood, so they sent their worst torturer right away. I was horror-struck, truly petrified, could barely breathe. Lorden didn't say a word, just looked at me. His eyes were relaxed but focused. I realized he wanted me to be calm as well, but I just couldn't. He went first. The torturer strapped Lorden to a chair and just started swinging. His fists were like anvils. Every hit drew blood or broke bones. In a matter of seconds, Lorden's face looked like a bloody pulp. The only thing poking through it was a smile. It was one of many times I wondered if he was even human. The torturer quickly realized that he needed different tools for such a unique specimen, and went to grab his blades. That's when Lorden started talking. He was making him offers, one after another, but the torturer just kept carving his torso like he was prepping a steak to be grilled. There was so much blood I could taste it in my mouth. I wanted to pass out just to run away from all of that, but I couldn't. My heart was pounding way too fast. That's horrible. Suddenly the torturer stopped. He looked at me and back at Lorden. This was the only thing he said. If you're lying, you're going to watch me do the same to him. I was about to puke, but Lorden just nodded. So he untied us both and helped us escape. There were more mercenaries on our way, heavily armed. No one stopped us, even they were terrified of that guy. We managed to get out in one piece. Well, we managed to get out alive. Lorden's wounds wouldn't heal for weeks. And even after that, he was scarred so badly. It looked like he had chainmail stitched to his skin. But we had escaped death, and its emissary became one of us. The torturer? It was Sambor, wasn't it? Yes. Ah, now I understand why Sambor didn't want to tell the truth. It sounds absolutely horrid. To be honest, the nightmares of that night never stopped. How could you want a person like that amongst your troop? You think I wanted that cutthroat anywhere near me? I couldn't get a wink of sleep with him around for days. I was constantly watching my back, watching his every move. So why didn't you blow him off? That's simple. Lorden made a deal with him. Promised him the only thing that mattered to that brute. Which was money. A whole lot more than what the guild was paying him. And a cut from every heist that we did. But couldn't you just pay him off or run away? That's not the way Lorden did things. He was a master liar, but when he gave someone his word for real, he never backed down. Besides, as we later found out, Sambor wasn't evil in his nature. He was just a true soldier. Did what he was asked of him. Lorden spent hours talking with him, explaining our rules of conduct. Sambor never broke any of them, not once. That's incredible. Your lives, I mean. I don't think I would be able to handle all of that. Honestly, I hope you will never have to. I've been through a lot, and after all these years, the thing I wish you the most is to have a boring, steady life. I'm not a type of person to get bored. There's always something to do. I'm glad to hear that. Then my next request won't be boring to you at all. Sure thing. What do you need? I need you to go to Borowo. Borowo? Find Ida and get my scythe back from her. That sounds perfectly dull. I'm trying my best. And I do appreciate your care for my lack of adventures. I'm on my way. These stories are really long now. So, yeah, if you don't want to, if you don't want to read the stories or listen to it, just, you know, speed through past that part. Some people might want to play the game and not want to know the story until they're actually in it. And that's perfectly fine. I wasn't expecting them to be quite that long. And we're just getting mission after mission after mission. We're never going to get anything built. So we need to go to Borowo, Borowo and retrieve his scythe from Ida. Which isn't far. It's right where we were at, right across the lake there. And hopefully soon we can get home and start doing some building. We're probably gonna have to do some hunting because we're running low on food and we haven't really been able to go hunting yet. Alright, Ida. Hello, Ida. I'm here for Unigos Skype. Take a hike, kid. I want it fair and square. One? Ha, that little snake didn't even tell you about that, huh? That figures. I don't know what you mean. He only wanted me to get his Skype back. It's my Skype now. Okay, relax. What can I do to get your Skype then? You can buy it from me, of course. Or we could play for it. How much for the Skype? 450 coins? Are you nuts? What's the game? The same that made Unigos lose all of his money and a Skype. Haha, the game of riddles. How is it played? Simple, I tell you 3 riddles. You must answer all of them correctly. One mistake and the game is over. You win, you get the Skype. And if I lose, I'll go easy on you this time. If you lose, you don't owe me anything. You just forfeit the chance of getting the Skype for free. Okay. Hit me with the riddles. First one. What disappears the second you say its name? Silence. Correct. Ready for the next one? Here it is. Feed me and I live, yet give me a drink and I die. What am I? Feed me and I live. Give me a drink and I die. Misery? Independence? No. Music? No. Horse? No. A shadow? No, it's gotta be misery. Oh, I was wrong. Alright, we gotta do that part again. Alright, so I'm thinking she's not gonna let me do the riddle again. So how much was the Skype? 450. I'm not giving her 450. So she's gonna keep it. So, we messed that one up. We didn't win the game. This still says talk to Ida. I'm sure Unigos will understand that she's an evil witch. I'm not gonna pay for that. Like, I only have 865. 450? No. That's like more than half my money. Unigos is gonna have to go without the Skype. I'm sure he will understand. No.
It was nice seeing you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. It won't let us talk to Unigos, so we're just gonna have to fail that quest. And Alan, we have to wait till next summer. And our only other quest is to survive for a season. So let's see what we have here. Our building limit is 6, so I'm thinking we're gonna go back home. And we're just gonna start building, and that will help us level up our skills and unlock some more stuff. And then I think the next day we'll go out and try to get some more quests done and get some Dynasty reputation and maybe explore around a little bit, see if we can find some more free stuff. And we'll probably have to do some hunting as well because we're running a little bit short on food. Dynasty, we are on the last day of spring here in our first year. We made it back home after failing the quest to get Unigos Skype back. So we're going to sleep through the night, and it's going to be the first day of summer. And what I did when we came back, well, we had another rabbit in the trap, so we got a new level in diplomacy. Nice. So I cooked up the meat there, so we'd have a little food, and then I placed a couple buildings. I haven't built them yet, though. But I put a woodshed over here. We still have to build it. And then over there, I put a hunting lodge. And then I'm probably going to build a house next because we're going to have to recruit 2 people. One to work in the woodshed and one to work in the hunting lodge. So if we're able to get like a male and a female, we can put them into one house together. And then we'll have 2 workers for those huts. And one will be able to gather the wood and chop all the wood that we need, and the other one will do all the hunting, so that will help us a lot. We won't have to do quite as much, and we can run around and do some quests. So let's complete the woodshed first. This one is pretty quick. And just like that, it's done. So we've got our own little storage chest here that we can store wood in, and when we have villagers that we recruit to our village, they'll be able to get the firewood and whatever they need out of that until we have our resource storage. And then the carpenter's rack here, we can make planks or we can make firewood. We have no more logs on us, so we're going to have to chop down some trees to get logs so we can finish the hunting shed. Alright, so we got a couple of trees cut down here. Let's see how many this takes. I think we're going to have to get a few more trees possibly. And I did put the hunting lodge over here because there's some deer running around in this area, and you kind of want to put your hunting lodge kind of close to where the animals are, because your villagers will work kind of in a radius area where they're going to hunt, and then over there for the woodshed because it's close to a patch of trees over there. So I'm not sure what the exact distance is if they go out, but I believe it's around 50 meters, possibly more. And that's the area that they will work in. So you want to have trees nearby for the woodshed, you want to have animals nearby for the hunting shed. Oh, and we broke our hammer. Let's make another one. Yep, I think we're going to need a couple more logs. There we go, that's complete. And again, we have another storage chest, and we have a salting barrel that we can salt some meat or fish when we get them, and we can mine for salt in the caves. And then I wish we could steal this bow, that would be really nice. And then you have a workbench where you can craft bows and arrows, but we don't have the schemes unlocked yet. We're gonna have to buy the scheme to unlock that, but even when you unlock the bow, you need linen thread to make it, which you either have to buy linen thread or you have to wait until you have a farm and plant some flax and then harvest the flax, and then you turn the flax into flax stock, and then you turn that into linen thread. So it's going to be a while before we can actually make a bow. So I'm not going to unlock it just yet because we're not going to be able to actually make one for a while unless we go out and buy some flax, or we can buy the linen thread, but it is pretty pricey. Plus we might actually be able to find a bow at one of these loot areas out in the world, so we'll just try our luck and see if we can find one. Okay, so we do have another quest that's popped up here, and that is good morning my neighbors. Complete some quests for neighbors. Looks like we already did one, and so we need to complete 2 more quests. And we also need to do successful flirting, so we're going to have to start looking for a wife. It takes a while to flirt with them to get their affection up, So you gotta go back like every day and talk to them and flirt with them and get them to like you before you can even ask them to marry you. So flirting takes a while. So we're gonna get started on that today also. But I am going to build a house because I want to get workers in these huts because I want to go get some quests done and I don't really want to go hunting and chopping trees all the time. We'll get enough of that during the quests anyway, so I think I'm going to go ahead and build another house. And we just need to go here, houses, we need 5 more logs on this side of the road. I don't want to chop all the trees down because I think it looks really nice. And I want to give them a little bit of a yard, so I'll put it back a little ways. There we go. Alright, let's get this house finished and then we'll go run around and talk to some people and try to successfully flirt. We got one more on the side here. There we go, our house is finished. So we don't have a resource storage yet, which means that if we recruit people, we're gonna have to put firewood and food into their storage, or they will be unhappy and possibly leave. So, do we have any logs on us right now? I could make some firewood right now and just stick it in there. Alright, so we do have 1 log. We can make 4 firewood. And then once we get our villager to start cutting the trees down and working this woodshed, they will be providing all the wood for everybody. So we'll put that firewood in their chest. And of course we're gonna need more than that, but it's fine for now. Alright, we do have a Lunila necklace that we can give to a lady when we're flirting. It's a really expensive gift, so hopefully it'll give us some good points in the flirting department. Alright, so let's see where we have quests. We have 1 at Tutki up here, 2 at Baranica, 1 at Denica. Oh, we have a skill point too in diplomacy. Let's put that into knowledge. Yes, we could put it into Romeo to get more affection points. But I think we're going to put that into the next one. Because everyone we talk to, we're going to gain more experience now with that 1 skill. And then, like I said, it's going to take a while to get the affection up when we're flirting. We need water. So I think we'll be able to unlock another point for that, and then we'll put that into Romeo to help us out. Alright, so let's head to Tutki and see what trouble we can get in over there. Alright, looks like we have quite a few quests over here. And we have some vendors. We got the lady that sells donkeys. We have some villagers we can recruit. And looks like we have someone in here that needs some help.
How can I help you?
Can I help you with something? I could actually use your help. I'm thinking about expanding my fields, but there are a lot of trees in the area. Could you cut some down for me? Oh yeah, that's what I'm good at. Alright, so wife. Finding a wife is the first step to secure your dynasty's survival. Your future spouse will move into your house and aid you in various tasks. One day she may provide you with an heir. But nothing comes easy. First you will have to win her heart. Alright. We have another quest over here.
Hello, sir.
What can I help you with? Do you have any seeds with you? I'm making a little garden for myself and can really use some. I'm not sure if I have any. Let me check. And pretty much we accepted the quest, so I'm not sure what he needs, but we'll see if we can get it. 2 beetroot and 1 cabbage. It shouldn't be too hard to get. I don't have any on me, but we might be able to find some. Alright, and she wants us to cut down 10 trees, and we'll get, 61 Dynasty reputation for that, plus some farming technology. Alright, so let's go get some trees cut down. I also want to see who we have here to either recruit or flirt. No, Birdash doesn't have great skills.
Hello.
How old are you? A little bit older than me, but it's not bad. As long as you're within 10-year age range, you can marry them. So I think we're just gonna like practice our diplomacy skills, and we're gonna flirt with everyone that we can. Have you heard anything interesting? Yeah. Romance. You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? What do you do in your spare time? Nice weather. Do you prefer sunny or rainy days? Or I love the local cuisine here. What's your favorite food? Let's ask about the weather. They usually like that. Alright, so we got 5%. She likes rain. No field work and a lot of puddles to jump into, so I'm guessing she's like a farmer. Let's try another one. Where do you come from? Imagine an enormous forest, but the trees are all buildings. Survival is as demanding as in the wilderness, and most of the time you're not the one hunting. Great taverns, though. So she's from the city. Okay. Let's try another one. Alright, we already did the other two, so let's ask her about her favorite food. Is wine a food? What am I saying? Of course it's not. Mead then. Alright, so she likes to drink. Very nice. So we got her affection to 15%.
Goodbye.
It's probably not going to give us more options to ask her about, and if we ask her the same question again, she'll probably get irritated. So we'll just call that one good for today, and we'll come back another day. There's someone else that has a quest over here. Rajmund. Alright.
How have you been?
I've been good, thank you. What do you need help with? I'm about to go hunting, but still lack some equipment. Will you get it for me? You're probably gonna ask for a bow, aren't you? And I don't have a bow. But, let's see. Oh, arrows. Stone arrows. Well, we can't make them yet. But we'll see if we can unlock them. I think these all have to be completed, yeah, before the end of the season. So we still have 4 more days to complete these quests. So it's possible we can find the stuff that we need. Or maybe we'll have enough money then to buy the items. Or we can find them or unlock them, or we'll see where we're at before the end of the season. Oh, we got a level in extraction, nice. So I'm just gonna cut all their trees down here, since we need to cut 10 trees, I believe. Is it 10 trees or 10 logs? I don't know. But we're gonna cut down all their trees for them. And we unlocked the storage building. Nice. That is going to help us a lot. But we are still locked on how many buildings we can make. So I think it's at 6. Yeah, and we have 4 right now. So we can build 2 more buildings. We'll have to decide which ones we need the most. I'm thinking resource storage would be good. We're gonna need that. We have the hunting lodge. I don't think we don't need the food storage until we get the hunter in there, and then they have a place to store the food. Or we can make the workshop. We can unlock any of these. Really, these are just items you can make to sell. They're just money makers. They don't really do anything for the village except for the buckets. You need the buckets for water. It's another new thing they added. So when you get villagers in your town, not only do they need food, they need water, and you have to build a well. And the well is unlocked down here in the farming technology. So we're going to have to unlock the barn first and then the well and build the well, and then we're going to have buckets so that the people can get their water. Alright, so we have a skill point in extraction. We can do treasure hunter, extra items in the clay pits. 50% resources recovered from destroying structures, that's a really good one. Slower durability, loss of axes, I'm not worried about that because crafting the axes gives us more experience. Slower durability, loss of pickaxes and shovels. Not worried about the mining yet. I think we're going to go into knowledge again just to level that up a little quicker. And I think we had more. Yes, we did. We have 1 more point. Okay. I don't plan on destroying any structures yet, but that will come in handy later on to get more resources back from it. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put that into knowledge as well. We're just going to max that out. Alright, and we should have gotten... Yep. We did get the quest for the 10 trees. It's not showing up on here anymore, which means we don't have to go and talk to that guy again. Alright, so we did get successful flirting, nice. We spent a skill in any skill tree. And we just need to do 1 more quest, or complete 1 more quest. And then that is going to give us Dynasty reputation. It's also going to give us an extra, the higher building limit of 10, which will be great. So let's see if we can get some arrows somehow and some beetroot and cabbage seeds. And I'm either going to have to go hunting or buy some food soon if I don't start hunting, because we are getting a little low on the food department. I do have some roasted meat still. This will tie us over for probably 1 more day. And it keeps telling me to open up the knowledge tab to tell me about theft, which I already know, but I'll read it for you. So, theft is not tolerated in the valley. You will lose some of your dynasty reputation if someone witnesses you stealing. Stolen items cannot be sold in the same village they were stolen from. They are highlighted in red in your inventory. So, if you do steal items, be sure not to try and sell them to that same village. Bring them somewhere else and sell them, or just use them up. If you get caught, you lose reputation. If they don't see you doing it, you don't lose anything. But I believe there is a quest that you can get if you steal a certain amount of items. And I usually don't really steal a lot unless I'm really desperate and I know for sure I won't get caught, because I don't want to lose any dynasty reputation, because we need that to unlock more buildings. Alright, so let's head home this way. and we'll sleep through the night and then try and complete some more quests in the morning. Alright, so it's morning time. Let's see if we caught any rabbits. Yes, we did. Nice. We get a little bit more food from that. And we're also getting fur from the rabbit, which I think I'm going to put away in our chest here. Let's put the shovel away. The sickle we don't need yet. Bucket we don't need yet. Don't need the fishing spear. We also have an iron shovel. We need the stone axe. Put the wooden shovel away. Boots, hat. Some extra clothing. I didn't even know we had that. Put the daisy, dandelion, all that stuff. We can't make any herbal tonics yet. Mead. We've got some meat. Mushrooms, we can't really eat them because they're a little bit poisonous, but we can save them to spoil. And once they spoil into rot, we can make fertilizer with them. Did we even drink the beer with Unigast? Like, we still have the ale on us. But, we've got some potions on us. Let's put our rot away. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need the animal feed. The clay, I think we're going to sell. The feathers we can make arrows with. We might have to unlock that. So we can make those stone arrows for the quest. Flax stock, flour. We can't use any of that yet. The fur, I can probably sell it. We're not going to need fur to make anything. Hop, we're not going to be able to use hop for a long time, so might as well sell that too. Leather we're going to need. Logs, planks, sticks. We need all that. Stone, straw. The wine bottles we can sell. The wooden bowl we can sell. And I don't think we can sell these deer figurines, but it says 0. I'm not sure what we would use them for, but we'll just hold on to them just in case. Alright, so it is summer and it says we can talk to Alwyn now and we'll get a flatbread from him. So let's go do that. And I'm still not going to buy that scythe from Ida. So we'll see if we get a lot of extra money, maybe we'll buy it, but if not, we'll just let the quest fail. And we'll see if we can find some seeds and let's see how much it costs to unlock the stone arrows, because I'm pretty sure it's just sticks and feathers that you need. Okay, so these stone arrows, it's only 50 coins to unlock. We need sticks, stones, and feathers, which we have all of that. So we can actually make those arrows that we need. And this is going to give us 10 arrows at a time. We've got plenty of resources, so let's do 2. That'll give us 20 arrows. And how many do we need? I think we needed 24. Yep, so we need 4 more, which means we can only craft 10 at a time. So we're going to have 6 extra. Not a big deal, because we'll be able to use those later. And I'll just hold on to them just in case we find a bow. So let's run back to Tutkey and give the guy those arrows, and that way we can complete that quest, and then we'll run back to Gustovia.